Hey, welcome back. So I guess it's time for a lab. So what we're going to do is we're going to integrate Firebase authentication into the lab you did last time, which was PhotoBucket, right? So PhotoBucket before, you had the ability to upload photos to Firebase. The URLs are just to existing photos that are already on the web. We're still doing that. That's the same. The thing that's changing this time is that before you could see everyone's photos, you could edit everyone's photos. So if they put up one caption, you could just modify it. You could delete other people's photos. And that's not really how apps work, right? So we're going to be using Firebase authentication to make it where you can only edit and delete your own photos. And also, if you want, you can actually change your feed to where you see only the ones that you've posted. So that's kind of the idea. We're also going to be kind of learning some things in this lab. So we're going to be using authentication. So you're going to have to go through some of the authentication steps we did before. You're going to integrate it into your app. And then we're also going to use queries so that you can see just your own photos. Let's go ahead and do a demo of it before I talk you to death. So here is PhotoBucket. So PhotoBucket has a login screen. You can make it look however you want. I decided to add a little faded backdrop image. I just thought it looked a lot better than the white. You have to implement at least 2 of the 3 authentication methods we used before. So that was Rosefire, email password, and Google Auth. So you have to pick 2 of them. I chose Rosefire and Google. That's not shocking since I don't really like email password. It makes people create another username password, so I dropped that one. Then for bonus, if you want, you can implement one of the other OAuth 2 providers. So for example, Twitter, Facebook, GitHub. It does take some work to do that, but if it's something you're interested in for your project, it might be time to invest in that a little bit. So I've got Twitter on here. It doesn't work all the way through, so I won't demo it right now. But let's go ahead and do a demo. So I'm going to click on Login with Rosefire. So I'll put in my Rolls-Holman username and password. So now I click on Sign In. I was playing with it before, so I've already got a couple photos in here. And so what I've got is I've got a photo from someone else, so I can see someone else's photo. So this was loaded by someone else. I've also got one here from another user, SA2. And then I've also got one that I uploaded, right? So this is mine from Fisher DS. Happens to be the same photo, but it is actually a different photo on the back end. Just happened to use the same URL image. Interesting thing about it is if you look at mine, so this is a photo from Fisher DS, you'll see that I've got an edit button. So I'll just say can edit, right? And it says update, and then I can edit. If I look at a photo from someone else, there's just no edit button up here, right? Or from this guy, finally a different image, there's no edit button. Likewise, if I try to delete photos, so I click on select photos to delete, you can see that the only one that actually is deletable is the one that I put up there. So how do we do all this? So a couple things you'll notice that instead of having a plus icon and an edit icon, which we did in the last lab, there are too many things to show now, right? So there's add photo, which is kind of what the plus did before. There's edit. So I made edit say select photos to delete, and then if you're editing, I make it say done editing. And then we have 2 more options as well. I'll scoot it up a little here. There's show only my photos. So if you click this, it'll do that Firebase query to limit it to only your photos. And then if you want to get out of this mode, you can say show all photos, and it'll kind of going back to showing all photos. Likewise, you need some way to sign out. So if you sign out, it'll pop you over to the login screen. I implemented this almost exactly the way Password Keeper did. So I guess I could open up my storyboard. So I'll just kind of position it here for you. So this is my storyboard. So you can see that I've got really the same app as last time. So it's got my view controller, and it's got all my stuff in it. The only thing I added is a login view controller. And I chose to do this just because it worked out really well with what we did last time with Password Keeper. And I chose to just, if there's nobody signed in, to show this one instead. And you can see that my view has that little backdrop image with the alpha on it. And then it's got my different login buttons. The Google one obviously shows up as just a view until I actually do it. Twitter one shows up as a button because, to be honest, I didn't actually implement it all the way through. So that's kind of what my storyboard looks like. I suppose I should go ahead and sign in with Google. So if I choose sign in with Google, looks like there's still a little problem with it remembering me, but that's fine. Sign in with Google doesn't have any photos yet, so you can see he can't select photos to delete. He can say add photo, and everything that you did last time should still work. So this is a photo, and this is like from my Google account. And you could leave it blank to add a photo, or you could go looking for a photo. What the heck, I'll go looking for a photo. Oh, Google, today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Dave. Thank you. So I'll add a birthday cake. So I go find an image of a birthday cake here. I go ahead and copy that URL. I hit Command V to paste it to my clipboard, and then I actually hit paste to add it. So this is a photo from my Google account, and you can see that it says happy birthday. Now I have the ability to edit it. I also have the ability to say select photos to delete. So there's a lot of little nuanced things to this. Also, if you delete the last one that you can edit, it should kick you out of editing mode, right? So mine didn't quite do it perfect there. Also, I should probably add a cancel option, since I think you have to select one of the options right now. So a lot of little things. I'm not going for like UI of the year, but these are some of the things it does. All right, so we've provided you with all of the information in the lab, also about the bonus for if you do like a Facebook, Twitter, or GitHub Auth, and you can read that information. Good luck on the lab.